Welcome back to Oklahoma City, Game 6. The Lakers trying to move on to the second round and eliminate the Thunder. As we get set to start the third quarter, Kobe Bryant and his team leading by 6, 53-47. Hanging everyone with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy. Mike Breen on hand. Lakers did a solid job, jumped out early. Thunder came back, but then they finished strong. And again, a key for them is taking advantage of the size advantage that they do have.
Well, they're just so versatile, so talented, so big inside. It makes it difficult. And it really revolves around Bynum and Gasol. Here, Kobe Bryant rejects the pick and roll. His drive is going to bring Kristaps' help, but then Durant's got to get inside of Bynum, but he doesn't, and this starts the tip drill. Bynum misses, Gasol misses, and they both tip it in. And then as Gasol flashes from the weak side to the strong side, he catches it in the paint, too deep, and then a nice look-away bounce pass to the cutting Odom. And then finally, Bryant drives baseline, brings the help, and uses a little pocket bounce pass to Gasol. 13 assists, 5 turnovers. That's good offensive execution.
One of the reasons they're up 6. Meanwhile, Mark, you could say Oklahoma City should be happy they're only down 6 considering the shooting from Kevin Durant.
Well, absolutely. And offensively, he's getting quality looks. He's getting the looks that he wants on the offensive end. The bottom line now is you have to find a way to score. Here's tonight's edition of Gatorade Cooler Talk. It's Kevin Durant on the offensive end, struggling, frustrated, getting quality looks. They got him moving without the basketball, just not able to knock these shots down. You got to give credit to the Lakers big guys also. Contesting shots without fouling, so they're not putting them to the line when they don't have to. Good news, if you're Kevin Durant, you're finding a way to score, because even though you're struggling, you're 9 for 10 from the free throw line. Struggling from the field, but the scorers get to the free throw line until they're able to knock down shots.
Overall, the free throw shooting helping keep the Thunder in the game as we check in with Lisa.
Hey, Mike, well, Scott Brooks just told me exactly what Mark was saying. He said, we played hard in that first half. We just shot badly, and our guys have to know that in this second half, it can't be about correcting our offense. We still got to just keep fighting and keep playing defense. He says it's like fighting human nature. When you're not shooting well, it affects your defense. But if we keep defending, hopefully we'll have a stretch where we go 6 of 9, maybe 6 of 10, and that will carry us to the fourth quarter. Right?
Well, during the regular season, they were kind of a middle-of-the-road offensive team in terms of scoring and in terms of shooting. And they've really struggled shooting the ball. But they've had, as you talk about, Jeff, they've had very good looks. For many of these Oklahoma City Thunder, it's their first playoff experience. Westbrook well short, and Bryant the rebound. And again, this is a team that has shown they're just fearless despite their inexperience. But now with the pressure of an elimination game and trailing in the second half, will they start to feel it a little bit?
You're the Lakers. It's time now to put some pressure on this Thunder team. Try to separate, make room for yourself.
Chest got one in and out. David Kristaps having his best game of the series, 11 points, 9 rebounds. They've needed it with some of the other players struggling. Green just 1 of 6, and Durant, as we said, just 2 of 11. Green wide open, nails a 3. His second three-pointer.
That's a good job by Kevin Durant. ISO'd against Derek Fisher is not about me taking advantage of this. It's about making the right play. Jeff Green all by himself on the opposite side.
Cephalosha with the steal. Nice bounce pass, and Green with the finish. And it's back to 1 just like that. And Phil Jackson with a rare early third quarter timeout. Quick points for Oklahoma City. And they're back within 1. Just over in a guy behind the third, Phil Jackson. You don't see him do this often, Jeff, certainly not during the regular season.
No, he manages the game from a timeout standpoint totally differently in the playoffs than he does in the regular season. Playoff, on the road, quick timeouts to break momentum.
Bryant for 3. That'll break momentum. It's Kobe Bryant able to convert his first three-pointer of the game.
And Mike, it seems to me that Andrew Bynum has a limp to his step here in the second half.
Bynum, who played so well in Game 5, in more quiet here in Game 6. Durant's shot won't go.
You're right, Coach, because even after that rebound, he went over the rim, got the rebound, and then Grimmett coming down.
Bryant fakes, drives to the basket, stripped and fouled. Green hit him. And Kobe Bryant will shoot more free throws.
Well, something I touched on a couple of minutes ago. It was an opportunity for the Lakers to try to create some space. Instead, they gave the Thunder life. But you see the look in Kobe Bryant's eyes right now. The last two possessions, he's finding a way to stop the bleeding. Somebody has got to send a message, because you don't want to be put in a situation where you have a Game 7 against a young team that does not know anything.
And also to be on one-day rest versus where they stand right now. The last two games, they've had 2 days rest between each of the last 2 games.
Then they have to fly tonight on an afternoon game, a 12:30 start Los Angeles time if there's a Game 7. So a pretty quick turnaround. Ball batted around and they get a new 24. Durant slow to get up. He's hobbling a bit. Cephalosha got a piece of it. Bryant still puts it in. And Durant with a slow jog up the floor.
You can tell Kobe Bryant wants the basketball.
Durant inside. Count it, and a foul. Bill Jackson saying, hey, Bynum went straight up. As Durant went in aggressively, and he's got a chance for a three-point play.
You touched on it, Mike. Phil Jackson making the case. Missed assignment. That's not a foul. Andrew Bynum goes straight up, and Durant comes into his body. That's play on.
Durant, 10 of 11 from the free throw line. Artest, nice fake. Gasol to Fisher. Lob it into Gasol. Not a good pass. And a turnover. It's only number 7 for the Lakers. Thunder have just 4. Been a low turnover game so far. After 2 blowouts, it appears we're going to have a close one. Durant on the drive, flips it up, shot won't go, tip to Bryant. Cephalosha was in foul trouble in the first half. Now guarding Bryant again, beautiful left hand. 3rd time he's used the left hand on the drive. He's got 8 points already here in the period. We've played just over 3 minutes. Nice feed to Cephalosha. Westbrook his 5th assist. Durant picks up Bryant off the screen. Shot clock down to 6. Shot clock to 2. Bryant lost it. Got it back. Gonna have to force it up. Fires away. Nearly put it in. And a good rebound from Kristich in traffic. Westbrook pushing. They've got numbers. Feeds Green. Green the drive and the slam. Green with 7 points already here in the 3rd quarter. And the crowd fired up again. Doesn't take him much here. Westbrook with the steal. Ahead to Cephalosha. Tie game again. Fisher. That's a 3 with a hand in his face. Ball tipped. And it's going to be Laker ball. This crowd has been so great throughout this regular season as they watch the biggest turnaround in the NBA this year from 23 wins last year to 50. They have upped their energy and intensity here in the postseason, as you'd expect. Bynum, catch and finish. And again, the grimace, as you mentioned, Mark, he does it again. He's hurting right now.
Give him credit. Not out.
even looking at the bench.
Doing his job.
If I had that size advantage, I'd want the same thing.
Westbrook and Green hook up. Jeff Green erupting here in this third period with 9 of his 14 points. Fisher, that's a 2. And Kristich couldn't hold on. More second shot opportunities for the Lakers. Gasol is fouled by Westbrook, who thought he got fouled before. So 2 on Westbrook.
Well, just poor team defense, but good execution offensively. Running Green off a little flare screen and then curled it all the way to the rim for the lob.
Westbrook, by the way, has 5 assists here in this third period. Against Kristich. Can't back it, gets it back again, blocked for the foul.
When he catches it with a foot in the paint, it's just too hard because he can get the first shot up, and even if he misses that, he gets a second shot. He's always wanting to come back to his jump hook, misses, but he's right there, great length. And I'm not sure why that's not a shooting foul.
They called it on Cephalosha. Yes, on the rebound. Again, they go in. And a 3-second violation called on Bynum. We're at the midway point of the third quarter. Oklahoma City trying to force that game 7. See the turnovers here in the period. Westbrook, by the way, 9 points, 8 assists, doesn't have a turnover in the game. After 8 in game 5. Cephalosha, way off. Westbrook the rebound. He's averaged 6 rebounds a game in the series. This is the 3, and Gasol the rebound, his 13th. Bryant looking, falling away. Oh, Kobe Bryant with 24. And he's got 10 here in the period. Scotty Brooks wants a timeout. They like the up-tempo, Mark Jackson.
This is their best chance of winning this basketball game. Getting stops and then off to the races. Give this Oak City team a lot of credit. Like America, they've decided to go green. Talk about hops and finishing in transition.
Nice. 3:30, a Western Conference game. Will it be game 7 of this series? Will it be game 7 Denver, Utah? Or will it be game 1? As Mitch Kupchak sitting in a sea of blue here at the Ford Center, watching Kobe Bryant come alive.
But he knows he's got the ultimate momentum breaker. Kobe Bryant, 3 left-handed running hooks. Shows his versatility. Tough start, 3 for 11 in the first quarter, 6 for 7 since. Really playing efficient basketball offensively over the last 2 quarters.
In games 4 and 5, he shot 19 field goals. And he's got 18 attempts here tonight. Much more aggressive offensively as Bynum sitting down. He seems to be fine, Mark, but there's no question he was not running right.
No, obviously, he's not 100%. There's certainly something wrong with him. That's a couple times on the way down.
Kristich can't finish. 2-point Laker lead as we approach the 5-minute mark here in the third. Cephalosha got some votes for Defensive Player of the Year. Back on Bryant. Artest fouled on the entry pass. They're not the penalty yet. That's the 3rd on Durant. And the 14th foul.
That's a good read. They're trying to get Kobe Bryant on the weak side all by himself. But a good job of forcing Kevin Durant to play defense against Artest.
Artest wearing that padding you see on his left shoulder. Can't get that to fall. Rebound, Kristich. Looks like a shoulder pad. Westbrook gets a running start, up and under, and he draws the foul. Odom hit him. 3 on Odom. 4 free throws for Westbrook. Russell Westbrook Again, another LA guy. He grew up in Long Beach, California. Said he liked the Lakers, wasn't a rabid Lakers fan. And loved Magic Johnson, even though he didn't see him play really as a kid, doesn't remember, watched a lot of tape. And said Magic was one of his guys. And the 2 years at UCLA. But his favorite player, he said, as a kid when he was really starting to play, was Pau Gasol, which was kind of surprising, Mark.
Very surprising. He said Pau Gasol and Rasheed Wallace. He didn't even have an explanation for it. He said both of those guys, especially Gasol, the way he does everything on the floor, he really appreciates it.
Like what he said, he goes, both of them are great teammates. That's one of the reasons he liked both of them. Bryant for three, puts it in. Kobe Bryant from downtown. He's got 13 points here in this third quarter.
I had an argument with a friend of mine after one of the Laker games. Dougie, I'll call him out. He said Bryant needs to give up the basketball more. What you don't understand is there are certain games that Robin can't win. Batman has got to find a way to get it done if you're going to win.
Tough shot there from Batman. He thought he was fouled. James Harden for the rebound. Durant sets a three. Won't go. Durant 3 for 16 from the field. As the ball last touched by Collison. You're the Thunder. You got to figure out, you're only down 3 and Durant having a nightmare shooting game.
And Dougie's at home saying Durant should pass more. Hey, Dougie's one of those guys that just, if it's not working, we're going to go to plan B. Sometimes plan A is your best plan, even when it's not going great.
And we've been in situations, coaches, where we either coach or played with guys that didn't want no parts of the moment.
Odom on the finish, and it's back to 5 for the Lakers. Tomorrow, the 9 points off the bench. As Bynum still sits. Westbrook. Bryant with the foul. 2 fouls on Kobe Bryant. Greg Willard not listening. Phil Jackson objects as well.
Defensively, you got to make the adjustment. If you realize Kobe Bryant is in an attack mode looking to make plays, you got to close out to his body. That's poor defense by Kevin Durant, allowing him to lock, to lift, and get a bird's eye view at the rim.
Westbrook now 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Well, they agreed on something, I don't know what.
Well, I think Greg Willard, he has a very good demeanor about him. And I think he might have thought, hey, I might have missed that. Westbrook has learned the Fisher flop on the jump shot. Act like you've been fouled, even when the contact is minimal.
Westbrook, who's averaging over 20 a game in this series, now has 13 to go along with the 8 assists. Bryant looking to score another 3, knocks it down again. Kobe Bryant, 16 points now in the third quarter and 30 for the game.
And that's why it's not about defense. I'll take great O over great D any day of the week. When a guy has a rhythm, there's not much you can do other than call for help.
Well, he just picked up his third foul. Not happy with it again. And we'll have a timeout. Kobe Bryant erupting, but the Thunder hanging around.
Dougie's singing a different tune in L.A. now. Kobe Bryant knocking in another 3. Hey, this is the moment he is made for right here, right now.
Angeles Lakers care about the community. And some of the Lakers, including Josh Powell and Andrew Bynum, made a surprise visit to Marvin Elementary School to congratulate the institution for its outstanding fitness and nutrition programs for the kids. As part of the Lakers Fit for Life program, they show the kids easy way to get NBA fit and encourage them to be happy, healthy, and active. The NBA, where caring happens. Here in Oklahoma City, the Thunder trying to avoid elimination. Right now, trailing the Lakers as we look at our Shrek storyline. Kobe Bryant, who had just 13 points and 12 points in the last 2 games, has erupted here in the third. 30 now for the game, and Durant just 3 of 16, yet they're only down by 6.
Mike, you know, you're talking about good nutrition. You just can't get tater tots at school anymore. You know, they have eliminated the tater tot now. It's all greens and healthy. Man, I'm glad I grew up when I did.
There's nothing better than a tater tot. Kevin Durant on the drive, trying to force it in. Collison gets it. Won't go. Gasol the rebound. And Durant slow to get up. Artest left open. Shannon Brown on the drive. And stolen by Harden.
And Kobe Bryant rolling, just like what happened with Shannon Brown. He got taken out. Kobe's resting now, even though he had 16 here in the third.
I think Phil Jackson is doing that, trying to make sure he's fresh in the fourth quarter. So I would fully expect to see him bring him back very early to start the fourth.
Also, Bryant does have 4 fouls. He picked up those 2 quick ones. As Gasol's shot, that won't go. Kevin Durant continues to go to the basket attacking. Not been able to draw the fouls here in the third quarter. He's now 3 for 18 from the field. Laker defense has done a good job here in the third against him.
And one thing that's very noticeable, the big guys of the Lakers, they're going straight up without fouling Durant.
Ibaka on the move inside. Pretty setup from Harden.
And I give the credit to the Lakers, but also Durant has missed makeable shots.
Gasol wants it. Collison guarding in. Back out to Brown. Page drive, stripped by Harden. Brown nearly gets it, but tips it to Harden and throws it down. Back to 2. Harden with the steal and then the finish. Fisher trying to silence the crowd. Won't go. Fisher bumps into Durant and a foul. And the Lakers in the penalty. Now Durant will go to the free throw line. Not a smart play from Derek Fisher.
Turning the basketball over. Good job of finishing. Not trying to finesse it, but finish it. James Harden with the dunk over Shannon Brown. Welcome to my poster.
Durant, 10 of 11 from the free throw line. Fisher talking with Kenny Maurer after picking up his 4th foul.
And I think Kenny Maurer should be yelling at Derek Fisher. That's a stupid foul. Don't come over and yell at me.
You're 100% right, because it's not whether you foul or not. You shouldn't even have been in that position. Get back, transition defense, and stop the basketball.
Thunder come back to tie it again. They trail by as many as 9 in the first half, by as many as 7 here in the third quarter. Artest. Fisher will try another 3. That's good. Derek Fisher. Surprise, surprise, another big playoff 3-pointer.
The veteran, not afraid of the moment, had just missed the shot, but not going to turn down open looks.
9 points, 5 assists for Fisher. Shot clock turned off. Westbrook. Ibaka, the jump shot. That won't go. Gasol the rebound. And the third quarter comes to an end. Kobe Bryant with 16 points in that third quarter, as he wants his team to wrap this series up and advance to the conference semifinals. Bryant now 30 points for the game. A terrific third period. As we head to the fourth quarter, Oklahoma City wanting to make sure it's not the final quarter of their season.
Welcome back to the Ford Center in Oklahoma City, where the Thunder are down by 3. Scott, it's going to come down to these last 12 minutes. Kevin Durant so far not shooting well from the field. What do you got to see from him in this fourth quarter?
Well, we just got to keep working for good shots. You know, he's missed some good shots. He took a couple of bad ones. We just got to set better screens for him. He has to come off better.
Kobe Bryant erupted for 16 points in that third quarter. What do you have to do to keep him from beating you?
Well, we got to crowd the ball. You know, he's filling it right now. He's making threes. He's making drives to the basket. We got to crowd the paint on him.
right, Lisa, the fourth quarter, the crowd is ready. They've become maybe the loudest crowd in the NBA. Even Phil Jackson says it's a daunting noise. Kobe Bryant said games 3 and 4 was some of the loudest crowds he's ever played in front of here at this sold-out Ford Center. And they're going to watch their Oklahoma City Thunder, they hope, not for the final time this season. They trail by 3. Trail 3 games to 2 in this best-of-7 series. Westbrook going for the steal. Bynum back in the game. Farmar, the walk, quick pass. Shot clock down to 6. Odom the drive. Brown a straight on 3. That's good. Shannon Brown with a big shot, and he has played well. 11 points off the bench.
That's a big shot, especially the last 2 possessions. I thought Shannon Brown turned down jump shots. Good job of stepping in rhythm for that one.
And that's the 10th three-pointer for the Lakers. Harden can't answer an air ball from Harden.
And you see just how fragile it is in the NBA. Oklahoma City defended terrifically. Harden contested Shannon Brown, but he knocked it in. There, a well-executed play by Oklahoma City. Wide open, and he airballed.
Farmar, way off. Back-to-back air balls. As Green brings it up. Green came alive in the third quarter. He's had a rough series shooting the basketball. Played well defensively. Shot clock down to 9. Westbrook up top. Green. Too strong. Ibaka the rebound. Back up and in. Serge Ibaka with 10 points and 6 rebounds. Nearly knocked away. Ibaka. Good job defensively again. Good job by Hart. Oh, he reached in. He moved his feet nicely and reached in and got called for the foul as we listen to a Scotty Brooks huddle.
Whatever you have in your heart, you got to give it to the team. For 12 minutes, there ain't no time to be fatigued. There ain't no time not to close out. There ain't no time not to get rebound. Rebound the ball with everything you got. Defend with everything you got. Take the extra pass. We're going to get this lead, and then we're going to go away.
Markey played a lot of big games as the shot clock's down to 1. Odom just gets it off and a 24-second violation. When you're in a situation like this in an elimination game, is it on your mind as you're going up and down the floor that this could be the final game of the season, or you're just so immersed that you're not thinking that way?
Well, you're into the moment. You realize we have to find a way to keep the season going. So although you realize it's an elimination situation, you're not thinking it's over. You're thinking sustaining the season and keeping it going.
Durant. Such a struggle shooting the ball as Brown knocks it out. Kevin Durant, 3 of 18 from the field. He's managed 19 points because of all his free throws. You're just waiting for him to hit a big shot. And that's his father, Wayne, and his mom, Wanda Pratt. So important in his life. He talks so much about how his mom taught him all his humility. He's one of the more humble superstars you'll find.
They should be extremely proud about the young man that they raised. The way he conducts himself, a class act.
Eric Maynor is in. Westbrook getting a break. Maynor, tough shot, won't go. And a 24-second violation at the other end.
I think this has set a air ball record for a playoff game. There's been 4 air balls in just a little over 2 minutes.
Westbrook getting a breather. Meanwhile, here in this important game 6, Phil Jackson has 4 of his bench players on the floor and another 3-second violation called against Andrew Bynum. That's the second one of the second half.
And Bynum's doing a poor job of having the clock in his head, realizing 1, 2, 3, get out of the paint.
Call on Shannon Brown, over-aggressive on his post defense on Durant. That's his second and the team's first.
And I'm going to say this. I may post Jeff Green against Luke Walton.
Shannon Brown and Durant yapping at each other.
I really may go to that matchup right now versus the Shannon Brown matchup, even as he's coming out. Because Durant, to me right now, has a better chance of getting a spot up than he does a post up.
Still can't get it to go. 3 for 19 for the NBA's leading scorer.
And what I don't like is after missing that shot, backpedaling, shaking his head. You are too good of a scorer as Luke Walton knocks down that shot and too great of a player to be frustrated. We don't see Kobe Bryant shaking his head. Continue to do exactly what you do. Keep your foot on the gas pedal, young fella.
6-point lead, 3 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And Durant, he does that so well. Odom leaned in, and he draws the foul by lifting up a shot through the arms of Odom, who picks up his fourth. Well, he hasn't been shooting from the field well, to say the least, but he's knocking down his free throws. He'll get 2 when we come back. They love their thunder in Oklahoma City. Those who couldn't get into the Ford Center, over 1,000 outside watching a big screen, joining together, hoping this is not the final game for their young team, who trail by 6 with still plenty of time remaining, despite Durant, 3 for 19, Mark.
And you want to give credit to the initial defender, but I love watching the bigs for the Lakers contesting without fouling. That's a great job of being in position, and then when you get a look, a mismatch on the perimeter, missing a spot-up jump shot. You take a look at the shot chart, and Coach, you talked about it. This is a make-or-miss league. Getting quality looks, just not knocking them down. But with great scorers, you're one shot away from being hot once again.
But he's been able to get to the line despite all those drives we just showed you there. It was good defense. And that is his 14th free throw attempt with number 15 coming up here.
You got to get on to the next play. If you're Kevin Durant, you said it earlier, Mark, and I agree with you. There's no time to be frustrated. There's nothing you can do about what's happened. Make the next one. Believe. And I am surprised Kobe Bryant's not back in the game yet. Even with the 4 fouls.
The units played well. Walton hits a 3. Luke Walton, who had 1 field goal in the first 5 games combined, has 2 here in this fourth quarter. 2 big buckets. And this crowd crazy just a couple of minutes ago. Got a little quiet. Maynard. Inside pass to Collison. Nice feed from Maynard.
Good job by Maynard being aggressive. Don't just make it the Kevin Durant show, forcing him to make every play. Somebody else has got to step up and make a play.
Odom, he's the facilitator on this second unit. Bynum with 5 on the shot clock. Flips it up. Good defense from Collison. Ibaka with another rebound, his 7th. Maynard's going to come out on the next whistle, trying to do something again. Good defense from Odom. And now Russell Westbrook will return for the Thunder. Westbrook 13 points, 8 assists. Derek Fisher also comes back in. Kobe Bryant stays on the Laker bench.
Tell you what, Kobe Bryant's better than me. I would be sitting right next to Phil Jackson. I tell Brian Shaw, move over. I got to introduce myself to this guy.
I'd be sitting in his lap. We're getting next to him.
Westbrook to Durant. Shot clock at 5. Durant's jumper still won't go. Ibaka the rebound and a held ball with Odom and Ibaka. Kevin Durant, again, a good open look. He's now 3 for 20.
I love this contest. This is almost Shane Battier-like when he defended Kobe Bryant. This is contested to the face. It's a good job by Ron Artest, and then I love the big guys battling underneath, trying to get the basketball. But we've seen this in the past, contesting without fouling. So goes to the face of Kevin Durant. That's outstanding defense.
Those are the shots, though, he normally hits.
If you're Scott Brooks and you're analyzing this game tomorrow, whether it's a win or a loss, you can live with the shots that Durant has had tonight.
Fisher on the drive. Right-handed, puts it in.
That's a first for me. I have never seen Derek Fisher finish with his right hand. That's a great shot under duress.
And he's got 11 points. The lead back up to 7. 5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Durant's pass deflected by Fisher. Walton picks it up. Lakers will settle down up by 7. 6:45 remaining. Walton wants to post up Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Odom. Not a great shot there as Westbrook the rebound. Westbrook, straight on 3, knocks it down. Big bucket from Westbrook, and it's back to 4. Timeout, Lakers.
Very good screen by Nick Collison to free up Westbrook. This is not his best shot, but he knocks it in when they needed it most. And then, hello, I've got something new on the menu. Right-hand running hook.
6:21 remaining in the fourth. The Thunder down by 4.
Let's take a look at our Corona timeout over on ESPN2. Paul Millsap and the Jazz trying to put the Nuggets to bed for the season and 1. Jazz lead by 2. Tight game. Mike?
Tight game here as well, Mark. Right now the Lakers leading 86-82 with 6:21 remaining, trying to close out this series in 6 games. Is Marion Jones soon to be back playing in the WNBA, taking in the action. And Barry Switzer, the veteran coach, he's got a championship ring. That's a big ring. As we look at our NBA calendar, tomorrow night on TNT, Game 1, Boston at Cleveland. And ABC Sunday, we've got 1 Game 7, maybe another, or will it be a Game 1? And then ESPN next Friday, Cleveland, Boston, Game 3, Phoenix and San Antonio, Game 3, as the 2010 playoffs continue. Here in Oklahoma City, they want them to continue after tonight as their team is facing elimination. Kobe Bryant back in the game. Fisher on the drive, out to Artest, open 3, puts it in. Artest nails the 3-pointer, and the Lakers back up by 7.
Phil Jackson's got to be excited because he's gotten quality minutes from a lot of different guys. His bench stepped up, allowing him to give a long breather to Bryant and also Gasol. Big minutes by a lot of big-time guys.
Lakers 12 3-pointers, 12 of 23. Some great long-distance shooting. Green! Jeff Green with his best game of the series. He's got 16.
That's a bad job by Kobe Bryant. You want to close out and make Green a shooter as opposed to what he does best, finishing at the rim.
Gasol back in as well. Artest trying to find some room. Shot clock at 4. Shot clock at 2. Artest leans in, puts up the jumper, and puts it in. Ron Artest, back-to-back big buckets.
About shot making. That's a horrible offensive possession that's bailed out by an incredible shot.
Westbrook to the basket, tried to draw the foul, wouldn't go. And Ibaka calls for a reach-in. It's only the 2nd team foul against Oklahoma City.
The ball stayed on one side of the floor. Shot fake. Green loses defensive discipline, but still Artest knocked it in. And then this is great offense. Good drive by Fisher. Good spacing by Artest. As the help came, knocked the jumper down.
Lakers 29% from 3 in the series before tonight. They're 12 of 23 as we have an offensive foul call on Pau Gasol. That's his 2nd. Still plenty of time remaining. The Thunder down 7. Durant finally gets one to go. 3 for 20 before that 3-pointer, and it's back to 4. Mom and Dad cheering on. Artest lost it out of bounds. And just like that, the crowd once again fired up. Westbrook has had a strong game. Durant drives, kicks it out. Good open look for Green. Short. Ball tipped, still loose, knocked out of bounds. The officials looking to help each other. And white ball says Billy Kennedy. Greg Willard and Kenny Maurer, neither one saw it. Kennedy comes out and says it's Oklahoma City basketball. Boy, that's close. Westbrook on the pull-up. Puts it in. Two-point game. The Thunder won't go down without a fight.
This has got to be Kobe Bryant somewhere, and I would put him in a pick and roll.
Durant is on Bryant. Doesn't go for the fake. Bryant falling away. Tough shot. Durant the rebound. Artest back on Durant. Westbrook to pull up. In and out. That one halfway down. Collison lost it. Westbrook goes up. Banks it in. Tie game. And a foul.
So important if you want to win the basketball game. Find a way to grind it out until things begin to turn. And then force the issue. Pursuing the basketball, coming up with the offensive rebound, and then going to the line for the possible three-point play.
Their first lead since early in the second quarter. 21 for Westbrook. They come back from 7 down here in the fourth as we're under 3 minutes to play. Gasol stripped by Green. And Westbrook will reset. Scott Brooks wants a timeout. And now they see him and hear him. Oh, this crowd's so loud. Brooks was screaming at Greg Willard, the official, but he had no shot at hearing him.
ESPN2 third quarter action. Chauncey Billups has been to the conference finals 7 consecutive times in the Eastern and Western Conference. Hits the jumper there. Denver goes up 2. Then Mr. Big Shot again with a wide open 3. Boy, don't the Jazz have cable? That gave Denver the lead, but now Utah has come back to take a 1-point lead, Mike.
Hard to hear you, Mark. It's deafening here at the Ford Center as Oklahoma City down 7 with 4.5 to go has gone on an 8-0 run in less than 2 minutes.
Find a way to win the ball game. Kevin Durant, free at last, knocks down a jumper. Westbrook, offensively, tough jumper. Then you got to do it defensively also. One-on-one against Kobe Bryant. Your job is to force him into a tough one, live with the results. Give yourself a chance. Pursuing the basketball, the basket, and the foul. Mike, this place is live.
After that last basket, it was 112, so approaching some unbelievable decibel covers as Westbrook's about to inbound the ball. He turns to the fans behind him and goes,
So I think I have a workman's comp claim coming. You know what I mean? If my hearing goes.
Durant. Shot clock at 6. Durant the drive, goes to the basket, lays it in. Thunder by 3, their largest lead of the night. Bryant, Durant fights over the screen, fights over again. Kobe Bryant puts it in. What a tough shot from Kobe Bryant. He's got 32. 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Perhaps in the Thunder season. Westbrook pulls up way short. Air ball. Collison blocked by Odom. Lamar Odom with his 3rd rejection of the game.
I like this going pick and roll with Bryant and Gasol, forcing the Thunder defense.
Bryant jump shot, hand in his face, won't go. Ball tipped and taken by Gasol. Artest spots up three-pointer. That misses. Ibaka the rebound.
And this is not the time to play late in the clock. You got to get it up and get into your offense quicker. It's already under 12.
Both teams have multiple timeouts. Both teams have a foul to give. Durant to Westbrook. Puts up the three. Off the mark. Odom the rebound. Another big play from Lamar Odom.
My coach is so right. A bad offensive trip. Didn't get into their stuff quick enough and didn't run a quality possession.
The Thunder clinging to a one-point lead. And a foul is called. They're going to call it against Durant. That's 4 on Durant. And again, the Thunder had a foul to give.
Well, very good screen set by Fisher. Durant driving through the screen.
Fisher driving back. He'll have a timeout with 47.3 seconds remaining. Kobe Bryant has been brilliant tonight with 32 points, especially here in the second half, as they try and wrap this series up. Laker ball when we return. Of the 136 Kentucky Derby begins ESPN Saturday morning. Continental Tire today at the Kentucky Derby. You'll get all the inside information. Continental Tire today at the Kentucky Derby, ESPN Saturday at 11 Eastern. The crowd's been standing most of this fourth quarter as they're watching their Thunder try and hold off the Lakers. Right now, Oklahoma City a one-point lead. There you see the timeout situation. LA down to just one timeout left. They have a foul to give. 14 left on the shot clock as they inbound. Fisher down to Gasol. Pau Gasol, left-handed shot, rolls off, no good. Westbrook the rebound.
13-second differential, so they don't need to foul. And again, I would not run this shot clock down.
Durant fakes, drives, leans in, finds Westbrook, short jumper, won't go. Gasol had it, lost it, picked up by Bryant.
And I like this, no timeout. Put the ball in the best player on the floor's hand and live with the result.
They have a timeout remaining, won't use it, no fouls to give here.
You got to double him. You cannot leave him one-on-one.
Bryant for the lead, misses. Gasol banks it in with 0.5 of a second remaining. Lakers by 1. And the Thunder call timeout. Pau Gasol with the follow. And now the officials will gather and see how much time to put on the clock or leave it at 0.5. What a big play from Pau Gasol, his 18th rebound of the game, and it gives the Lakers the one-point lead.
Just a veteran play. Not falling in love with what's going on. It's not about Kobe Bryant. It's about attacking the offensive board. So Pau Gasol puts himself in position to get the easy putback. Big-time play by Pau Gasol.
But Nick Collison was rotating over and he just stood and watched. You got to rotate back to Gasol's body.
And Gasol, again, 18 rebounds. Hasn't scored a lot, just 9 points, but the biggest play of the night off the Kobe Bryant miss. The Thunder played Bryant beautifully, made him take a tough shot, and now it looks like it's going to remain 0.5 of a second on the floor. With the timeout, the Thunder can now inbound. 0.5 is enough time for a catch and shoot, so you can't get off a quality shot in 0.5.
And Russell Westbrook has the athletic ability to catch a lob. And if you remember last year in the finals, the Orlando Magic got a lob to Courtney Lee with very little time as well. So you have to be able to defend all 5 positions here.
And Kevin Durant has one of the quickest releases in the league.
Well, that's the point I was about to make. You also have a legitimate 7-footer that's one of the best catch-and-shoot guys in basketball. So I say some misdirection stuff, and you will have options, plenty of time to get a quality look.
Now, the Lakers do have a foul to give, but with 0.5 of a second, you can't even be thinking that way, right?
No, because you're going to be going up into whatever shot you got. So right here, the foul to give is somewhat meaningless.
And something we've seen in the past. Lamar Odom or Andrew Bynum, a Laker big, doing an outstanding job in the past, defending the guy taking the ball out of bounds. Phil Jackson is a master at that.
So this wonderful season for the youngest team in the NBA. The Oklahoma City Thunder will come down to this one final play with 0.5 of a second remaining. Bynum will guard Cephalosha on the inbound. Westbrook, Green, Durant, and Collison out there. Oklahoma City still has timeout. They can call another timeout as they check the defensive alignment here. Cephalosha looking, finds Westbrook, puts it up at the buzzer, off the rim, and the Lakers win and advance to the second round. A thriller here in Oklahoma City and a crushing defeat for the Thunder. And listen to these fans right away giving their team a standing ovation. Wonderful tribute from these fans here in Oklahoma City. They've been so terrific and so loud, especially during this playoff series, and it came down to this one final play.
Exactly what we talked about. Misdirection, tried to get Westbrook on the lob, and then after all the other options fell apart, Westbrook in the corner. See Kevin Durant setting screens, screen set for him. Good job by Artest, paying attention to the most dangerous guy on the floor, and then Durant, broken-hearted, season over.
Well, the Oklahoma City Thunder came back from a 7-point deficit with 4.5 remaining. Actually took a 3-point lead. But here, Lakers down by 1. Bryant misses Pau Gasol with the follow with 0.5 of a second remaining. And the Lakers survive a very difficult 6-game series with a huge road win. Kobe Bryant leading the way with 32, and he's with Lisa.
Thanks, Mike. Kobe, I saw you say something to Kevin Durant and to Russell Westbrook. What did you say to those guys?
I just said they're incredible basketball players, and for them to keep working, and they're going to be a team that we're going to have to deal with for years to come.
What made this team, this young team, seemingly overmatched team, such a tough out?
They're extremely well coached. They execute very well. And they have a lot of talent that plays well together.
You guys were up 7 with 4.5 to go. What changed for you guys to make it so close?
Well, they didn't want to lose. They came with a lot of effort, a lot of energy. They made big shots, made big plays, and put us on our heels.
The last 2 plays, first when you put it up and missed, what were you thinking when it?
That was such an easy look for me. I mean, it felt good. I was just happy Powell continued to play and then got the offensive rebound.
Now, of course, we all know Derek Fisher taught us that 0.5 is certainly enough time. What was your defensive strategy on that last play?
Just protect the rim. Protect the rim. We didn't want to get anything over the top.
When it left his hands?
It looked good, actually. It looked good. I'm just glad it went short.
All right, thanks for your time. Congratulations. Mike.
All right, Lisa, Lakers will now play the winner of the Utah-Denver series, which could be decided tonight, and they're playing Game 6 in Utah with the Jazz leading 3 games to 2. As for the Thunder, they had expected improvement this year, but they didn't expect this quantum leap. And what a great first playoff experience for many of that young Thunder roster as they fall in 6 games to the defending champs. Once again, our final score, the Lakers 95, the Thunder 94. They win the series in 6 and advance to the second round. For complete post-game coverage of tonight's game, stay tuned for ESPN, the Sports Center. As the Thunder fans with a wonderful tribute to their team that they cheered all season long. From Art Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy, Lisa Salters, and our entire ESPN crew, this is Mike Breen saying so long from Oklahoma City. The defending champs still alive as they advance to the second round.